We are in Bhagavatam Canto 10, chapter 47, and this is the Bharama Geet. And we saw last week how Uddhavji Maharaj has arrived in Vrindavan, and our Nanda Baba, he is bhor vibhor, full of emotion and bhav, having seen Uddhav, and why he is happy and so what you call, having so much of bhav within his heart, because he is getting an opportunity to recount the memories of the leelas of the Lord. Devotees always look for an excuse to talk about the Lord, not about the world. So here is one example, and he is looking, this Uddhav Maharaj, how he has come. He only used to wear the old clothes of Krishna Bhagavan. He will wear the pitambar, he will wear the everything. And yesterday's mala, he will wear the next day. But today, Krishna Bhagavan himself has given him with his own hands. And he is looking like him only, long hands, same stature and everything, size, same similar to him. And Nand Baba is recounting the stories, and we saw that he becomes so gadgad, he becomes so full of love for the Lord, remembering his pastimes, that he is unable to speak anymore. This is, when we are taking the name of the Lord, does that happen to us? Or we finish taking the name of the Lord, हाँ भाई, आज का कोटा पूरा हो गया. This is what we do, isn't it? I have done 2 malas, I have done 10 malas. अच्छा भैया, बहुत अच्छा लगा. I heard, today the Bhava was coming out very nice. You are fooling yourself if you are saying, if these type of comments are coming out of your mind. Better be silent. Don't sabotage whatever is going on. Because if complete samarpan is there, this is the samarpan of the Nanda Baba, and so is the samarpan of the gopis. And what is their samarpan of the gopis? It is not, अरे यार लाइफ में पता नहीं कुछ नहीं है, अब तो सिर्फ चलो कृष्ण का भगवान का नाम ले लेते हैं. ऐसे नहीं. How did they take the name? How did the Nand Baba remember the Kanha? How did Yashoda remember the Kanha? How did the gopis afterwards? They remember the Kanhas full of inspiration, full of utsah. झगड़ना है तो फिर 110% झगड़ना है, कंप्लेन करना है तो 110% कंप्लेन करना है. किसके बारे में? Not about parents, not about friends. If you want to gossip, gossip 110%. But let the gossip be that of the Lord. If you want to be angry 110%. Be angry. Why I have not become one? Why the Lord has not come and given me darshan yet? ये जो प्रेम है, this love is of a unique type. In this love, there is no control of the senses, there is no control of the mind, there is no karma yoga, nothing is there. There is only surrender in and through all activities. And where do you do the activities in life? Where do you do activities in life? Huh? Kaya, Manasa, Vacha. Kayasa, Vacha, Manasa. Three levels. At the mental level there is activity, at the speech level there is activity, and at the body level there is activity. All those are done only for the Lord. Bring yourself to such a state, such a point where every emotion, there is no need from the love of the gopis is unabounded. There are no restrictions. We'll talk more about it when it comes in the next chapter. But here, they are looking at Uddhav, who has just gone, because whole night passed thinking about the Lord's Leelas, and as the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the gopis got up and they are churning the milk, milking the cow, blah blah blah, all the different jobs, and there is a whole village is as if has we hear, if you wake up at that time, 5:30, you will hear the chirping. Today, when I came back from the walk, though chirping was not there, crowing was going on. there was one crow. I don't know why. He lives here only, neighbor's property on the tree. And all of them woke up. And why they are got up? Not for the Lord. To push the crow away so that they can go back again to sleep. Disturb कर दिया नींद को. मैं अंदर आया, surprised everyone is up at 8:30, 8:45. नहीं, that crow is troubling, so they are shoo कर रहे थे. Pragarka. If you want to think of the crow, think of him as Kagabhujundi. Then it's a different story, a different angle. Then Ramayana will come out of you. Ram will be contemplated upon. So these gopis, they are doing all this, and suddenly after they have finished all their chores, they come, they are going out. Suddenly they see there is a golden chariot in front of Nanda Baba's house. And they look at, who has come? And what is their expression? Golden chariot that took from Mathura. The first expression is, has Akrur come again? First time he came, he took our soul away. Now has he come to take us to offer as Bali to him? Has he come to take our bodies? And in this way, with that sarcastic vein, when they come, they see suddenly Uddhavji coming back from the river Yamuna. They stop blinking. What do they see? Sakshat, almost like Krishna. Someone is coming with the morpunk, with the mukut, with the pitambar, with the neela vastra, with long arms, with the Vajanti mala. And who are you? Why have you come? So here they ask in the last verse, they say, which was that verse, 49th verse. So the gopis, they are talking between themselves that in this manner, and they approach our, who is this? Uddhavji Maharaj. And with that, from that point onwards, our chapter 47 begins. Bharama Geet. Here Shukdevji says, now I have to... Shri Shuka Uvacha Tam Vikshya Krishnanucharam Vrajasriyah Pragalambavahum Navakanjalochanam Pitambaram Pushkaramalinam Lasat Mukharavindam Manimrushtakundalam Shuchismita Koyamapi Chadakshanaha Krutashta Kasyachyuta Kvesha Bhukshanaha Iti Sma Sarva Sukaha Tamuttama Shloka Padambuja Trayam Tam Shrayam. I am not able to read, that is my problem. Wait. Okay. What is it? Tam prashnayena vanata susatkrutam sambrida hase kshana suhrutadibihi rahasya pruchat vishtamanasane masane Vijnaya Sandesha Haram Amapate. We'll just stop here, we'll continue afterwards. So, not insured. So, what do they say? What do they see? They see, Shukdevji Maharaj is narrating that when gopis came out of their houses, they saw Uddhavji coming, and what did they see? That he looks like their Kanhaiya, and all his Vesha Bhusha, all his dress up and everything is like that of Krishna Bhagwan, and his hands are as long as the going below the knees. Those who have hands below the knees, they are very, very what do you call, क्या कहते हैं, महात्मा होते हैं वो. रामचंद्र जी, अक्कलकोट स्वामी, महावतार बाबा, they all have long hands. And in this way, their eyes are like the lotuses, and he is wearing a pitambar, and in the around the neck he has a beautiful garland of flowers, and he is also wearing the embedded with jewels the kundala, and on his face there is a beautiful smile which can attract everyone, just like Krishna's, because he is also Jnani. वो भी पहुँचे हुए हैं. And in this way, the Uddhavji Maharaj, as I told you before, he only wore the clothes. When do you eat? What do you mean by prasad? That which has been offered to Lord, then you take it as the prasad. Similarly, Uddhavji Maharaj, whatever he used to wear, it was the prasad of the Lord. He will not wear anything else which the Lord has not worn. And this was his tapasya, you may say, or that it was his, what do you call, क्या बोलेंगे, blessing in his life, that he was getting that opportunity. And in this way, but this particular day, the Lord himself had given him all the clothes. And the beauty of Uddhavji Maharaj, the importance of Uddhavji Maharaj is, those who have gone to Badrinath, you will see that in Badrinath they pray to the Lord Badrinarayan for 6 months. Human beings pray. And for 6 months the Devatas pray. And who is the Devata who prays to Lord Badrinarayan? Narad Muniji. He is the representative. Why he prays for 6 months? Because you can't go there. It's cold. Everything is covered in snow. But when it is covered in snow, there is a statue there, Utsav Murti. That Utsav Murti is brought down. So when you go to the Badrinath temple, in the front, Uddhava is there, the Utsav Murti is there. That Utsav Murti is Uddhav's. So, while the winter months, 6 months of the winter, from Diwali onwards till Akshay Tritiya, the Utsav Murti is brought down to Pandukeshwar, brought down to Joshimath. And just outside Joshimath, where the gate is, that is Pandukeshwar. And there, the temple is there, and there Uddhav's puja is done for the 6 months by the humans. While Naradji is doing that of Badri Narayan. So that is the story, that is the greatness of Uddhavji Maharaj. And later in you will listen to Uddhav Geet also. Here it is Bharama Geet, later on there will come a Uddhav Geet also. And in this way, the greatness of Uddhavji as Utsav Murti is established in our culture, in our Puranas. When these gopis saw Uddhavji, they started talking. What do girls do? What is that? Push, 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 push. That push, 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 push is about. And he looks like Lord, man. Krishna ka bhairupiya kahan se aa gaya? And in this way they are talking about. And they say that this person who has come, he looks very beautiful, but who is he? From where has he come? And who is he the messenger of? And why is he wearing the clothes of our Shyam Sundar? And in this manner, very animatedly, they are talking to each other because they are excited. Something is going on. Maybe there is a message from the Lord. And in this way, that was the रहस्य पृच्छनुपविष्टमासने विज्ञाय संदेशहरं रमापतेः. And in the third verse he says that when they started finding out, they came to know that he is the one who has brought the sandesh. Tam prashne, what is that? Tam prashneyana vanataha susatkrutam savridhase kshana sunrutadibihi. So, and after in the second verse it talks about Sandeshaharam Ramapatehe, that he is the Doot, he is the messenger of our, could be the messenger of our Lord, who has brought the message from our Lord. And therefore, and how did they approach him now? Why? The moment the thought came that maybe a message has come, before they were all giggling away, and suddenly there was lajja. They were with their eyes low, and with a smile and a smile and sparkle in their eyes, and with very sweet voice, they welcomed Uddhavji. And what did they do? They took him and made him sit under the tree, and they sat around him. Now why? Because they have to ask all the questions now. Then we read from the 4th verse onwards. Janimastvam yadupate parshadam samupagatam bhartreham preshita pitroho bhavan priyachikirshaya anyatha gubrajetasya smaraniyam chayashmahe स्नेहानुबंधो बंधूनां मुनेरपि सुतजः अन्ये यावदर्थ विडम्बनं पुंभी स्त्रीषु कृता यद्वत सुमनस्विव षट्पदैः निस्वं त्यजन्ति गणिका अकल्पं नृपतिं प्रजाः अधीतवेद्या आचार्यं ऋत्विजो दत्तदक्षिणं खगावीतफलं वृक्षं भुक्त्वा चातियगृहं दग्धं मृगास्तदरण्यं जारो भुक्त्वा रतां स्त्रियम् इति गोप्यो हि गोविन्दे गतवाक्काय मानसाः कृष्णदूते व्रजं याते उद्धवे त्यक्तलौकिकाः गायन्त्यप्रियकर्माणि रुदत्यश्च गतः प्रियः तस्य संस्मृत्य यानि कैशोरवह्ल्यथौ काचिन्मधुकरं दृष्ट्वा ध्यायन्ति कृष्णसङ्गमं प्रियप्रस्थापितं दूतं कल्पवित्येमब्रवीत्. So here the gopis now see their dialogues, how sarcastically they are talking to Uddhava. But it's not sarcasm in our language, but from their point of view, it is a complaint. Complaint to Uddhava. How do they say in the fourth verse? Janimastvam yadupate parshadam samupagatam bhartreham preshita pitroho bhavan priyachikirshaya. They say, they took our Uddhavji Maharaj and they took him under a tree where there was no disturbance. They made him sit down and they say they they gave him the proper respect and everything. And then they say that Uddhavji, you are the Parshad of our Yadupati, of our Krishna Bhagwan, our Kanha, and you must have come with his message only, isn't it? And your Swami, your boss, your Lord has sent, Master, he has sent you for asking the welfare of the father and mother, isn't it? And this may अन्यथा गोव्रजेतस्य स्मरणीयं न चक्ष्महे स्नेहानुबन्धो बन्धूनां मुनेरपि sudustyajah. So he says that you must have been sent by him to find out and bring joy to the father and mother. Why to bring joy to father and mother? Why to go and ask how are the father and mother? Because whom do you ask about? Whom you love, whom you are related to, you. That is what the observation is, isn't it? Whoever you are related to, you inquire about them first, isn't it? Who will ask about us? We are not related to him. This is the angle, that he has sent you to ask the welfare of father and mother, but who are we? We are no one to him. We are not related to him. How we are not related to him? Now all the other verses are there. Ek se ek bad ke katak. If Krishna was there, he would have run away. But Uddhavji, he sees the love behind the anger that the gopis are expressing towards Krishna. That is his greatness. And they say that because in Vrindavan there is nothing else other than the father and mother of his that he can remember about. Only father and mother are related to him. In this way they say, and because they are his relatives, and a person always pours lot of love and affection to their relatives, and even great Rishi Munis, they find it difficult to leave their relatives. Yeah? So here it is told where are we, man? Anyeshwartha kruta maitri yadavat Yavadartha vidambanam pumbhi strishu kruta yadvada sumanas viva shatpadaihi. In the sixth verse they say that that one who does the swang, hypocrisy of or show off of loving others. This is how they are talking about Krishna. He who does the show off of loving others, and anyone who before we go to hypocrisy, anyone who shows the love towards someone or something, it's always for their swarth. It is always what is in it for me. Otherwise, they will not. And a person who is doing it, showing off too much love, like this Krishna has done, there is always some swarth. And in this way, saying this way, how is that? Now, the first example. What is that? Seventh verse. Niswam tyajanti ganika akalpam nrupati praja adhita vidya acharyam rudvijo datta dakshinam. In the seventh verse they say, and just like a prostitute, a Vaishya, till she is getting, when she has got no, hope of getting any money from her customer, she kicks him out. She doesn't give him any pleasure, give the person any pleasure. Second example, he says, just like a king, when he is not ruling the kingdom correctly, that when he is not able to protect the citizens correctly, then the citizens go into another kingdom, and just like we have come, they leave that kingdom. Why? यहाँ पे अपनी दाल नहीं गल रही भैया, बहुत मुश्किल है. And third example, just like when a student goes to a teacher, and after getting all this, like the Ritvij, the priest, he will do everything very nicely, but the moment he gets dakshina, immediately he wants to go to the next place where he can start. Third example. Fourth example. Continuing. Khagavita phalam vruksham bhuktva chati thayo gruham dagdham mrugastaranyam jaro bhuktva ratam striyam. So this is the eighth one. And here, this was the eighth one. Khagavita phalam vruksham. Once the birds have eaten all the fruits from the tree, and the tree is no longer able to feed the birds leave the tree. They abandon that tree. First example again. Then, bhuktva chati thayo gruham dagdham mrugas tatharanyam jaro bhuktva ratam striyam. And the next example that they are given is, that the gopis give is, where are we? Just like a person, a guest, when he comes into the house, when he has eaten the food, when he has had the satkar, the respect that is attributed to him, he has eaten the food. After that, he immediately he doesn't think about the person who has fed him. He wants to go away very quickly. They don't stay any longer there. And then next one is when there is a fire. The next one, where are we? Nine. Dagdham mrugas tatharanyam. So when there is a fire in the forest, at that time, that forest which was feeding, protecting, giving residence to all the animals, all those animals renounce that forest and run away somewhere else. Then continuing, iti gopyo hi govinde Gatavakaya manasaha Krishna dute vrajam yate Uddhave tyakta laukikaha. In the 9th verse, they say that this Bhagavan Krishna, he has sent you only to get the news of his parents. Who are we? He wouldn't have asked about us. He wouldn't have even spent extra thought with regards to us. And at that time, there is a bhamara. Bhamara क्या होता है? A bee. A bee, she is buzzing around in that area. And it is told that the gopi who is going to speak now is this Radha Mata. And she looks at the bee. Oh, see, all these gopis they are highly evolved. So they know what is going on in Uddhava's mind. And with what bhav he has come. He has not come to give santvana. Krishna has said, go and tell them that I will come. That santvana he has to give. But very soon he will realize that Krishna has given me a great opportunity to come here and get the blessings from the gopis. See, here today also that topic came is we were discussing Vidyat Vinayam Shobhate. Where there is knowledge, there must be humility. And this Uddhavji Maharaj is a perfect example. He is absolutely knowledgeable with regards to the truth and everything. But see his disposition. When we'll talk about that when he listens to and sees the bhav with which gopis come, he falls at the feet of Radha Mata. But this Radha Mata who is sitting in front of him, she is not looking at him. She is looking at the bee. And she is talking to him but through the bee. That is Bharama Geet. She knows exactly what thoughts are going in his mind, what bhavas are there in his mind, and addressing those questions which he has not uttered. She is replying to, or the song has started. Will start now. And in this way, Krishna dute vrajam yate uddhave tyakta laukikaha gayantya priya karmani rodatyascha gatah riyaha tasya sansmritya yani kaishora balyoho. So in the 10th verse they say that in the 9th they say that they must have sent him and who will ask anything about us, that this Kanha came here, and just like the examples were given, everyone is abandoning whatever is giving them food, whatever is giving them protection, whatever is giving them money, whatever is giving them the residence. Just like that, this fellow also, we loved him so much, and after looting our love away and our hearts away and our minds away, he left us like all those examples. Why will that fellow think about us? He will not think about us. He has sent you only for the parents, hasn't he? And in this way, they are taking him to task, but in a nice way. Shukdevji is saying, Parikshit, the gopis, as they were tasya sansmritya yani kaishora balyayoho, as they were recounting this first anger came, but with that anger, where is their thought? On Krishna. And immediately they started remembering all the leelas, because whole day what are they doing? They are only singing his glory, they are only singing his leelas. And now again an opportunity has come, and they start in their mind they are remembering the Lord, in their speech they are remembering the Lord, in their body is also intoxicated and getting thrilled by the remembrance of the Lord. And in this way, while speaking to Uddhavji Maharaj, they forgot, the gopis forgot that. What did they forget? That who is sitting in front of them and who are they talking to. This they forgot. When we are singing bhajan, we are very conscious, isn't it? Keep looking at mummy. Mummy tell, isn't it? It happens, isn't it? When I used to give lectures before, I used to be very conscious. I used to come with a sweat to this place, to the Vyas feet, because I don't know how it is going to go. What? Because my attention was on the expectations of the people. What do they expect out of me? Will I be able to do justice to the verses or not? That was my attention all the time. Have I studied enough to remember everything? Now it does not matter. Story change kar do, who cares? But like that, when we become conscious, then we will be careful about what thoughts are coming, what words are coming out of our mouth. When their mind is thinking about Krishna, based upon where their mind is, the speech is coming out. Because what is speech? Grossified mind expressing. And based upon that, speech and the mind, the thought in the mind, the body responds. And that is what is happening to gopis. And in that few moments, they have forgotten that Uddhavji is sitting in front. Uddhavji is sitting in front of them. And in this way, in the 11th verse, they say, where are we? Kachin madhukaram društva dhyayanti krishna sangamam priya prasthapitam dutam kalpayit vedam abravit. And they forgot everything, that who is sitting in front of them, and they kept talking about the leelas of the Lord, the Ras Leela that they had with the Lord, and the various other leelas of the Lord, and they started singing His glory. And in that thinking, they forgot complete, what do you call it? Complete consciousness of their body and mind. They've lost their body and mind consciousness. What happens when body and mind consciousness is lost? The whole world is seeing. Such people, the world says pagal hai. They are mad. See? Because it doesn't understand. It didn't understand Kabir. It didn't understand Tulsidas. It didn't understand Surdas. It didn't understand Mirabai. First there is condemnation of these people. Afterwards they realize. If you read Sat Charitra also, not in Sat Charitra it's not given, but when you see the movie of Shirdi Sai, initially it is all people are against him only. And slowly, while he was still living, it was only few handful of people who understood who he was. It's only today, after how many?
Almost
100 years, 110 years, that the whole country is having Sai Baba, is singing his glory like it's nobody's business. Why suddenly? Why not when he was alive? Well, he's still alive, but why not when he was in body? What is that which gives us fear to accept a living human being to be a divine being? It's our shortcoming, not a shortcoming from him. It's our shortcoming, because our attention is on No, you are looking at him. On what? Yes, body, yes. Your attention is on his actions, not miracles. Actions. Just actions. And you can never determine why a Mahatma does something or does not do something. If you read Sai Satcharitra, Shirdi Sai Satcharitra, all the stories, even if you see the movie that they have made, you don't know where it is leading you afterwards. It seems, if you were in that time and place, you will feel, why is he doing like this? Why is he doing like that? But afterwards, suddenly, it is a lesson that he is giving. So he is taking away some negativity out of them, or it is a way of blessing, or he is creating a situation in which, if that person finds himself, he will find a solution to the problems of his life or that particular issue that he is having. Why Shirdi Sai Baba was grinding the flour, and then the ladies came and they said, why are you grinding flour? He says, and he kept doing. They said, "Ore, Baba will get tired of grinding the flour." Though they started, and immediately lot of ladies came, all grinding flour. And what Baba did, took all the flour and made like a Lakshman Rekha around Shirdi. But no, he did not give an answer to anyone. Why is he doing that? Afterwards, they realized. Not all of them, but some of them. Others may have realized, but afterwards they forgot again that it was the grace of the Baba that the typhoid, what was that? Typhoid only, no? Plague. That plague did not enter Shirdi. Plague did not enter Shirdi. And anyone who was outside the line got the plague. Anyone who came inside the line did not. How do you work it out? You cannot. Then what do you do with these Mahatmas? Do you try to follow? Acha, I will also start grinding the flour. Why? Because I am a sannyasi. You don't. Then what do? You only listen and follow the diktats, whatever they are telling you to do. You just do that. So here, any Mahatma you go, if you follow his actions, you are getting into trouble. So every Mahatma worth his salt will only ask you to follow the teachings and not him. If you follow him, you are bound to get into trouble. You will get a big lesson in your life. See? So why did gopis follow Krishna? He is also having a body. Because their attention is not on just on body. They know Krishna to be Lord incarnate. They know. Before Ras Leela we saw when the what was that? Rasa Panchadhyay. There when Krishna went away, we saw the gopis knew the secret of Krishna. Who he is really. They knew that. See? They knew that the entire creation is nothing but the Lord divine alone. From that standpoint, they are interacting with him. But what can you do as long as you are a human being? In this body, consciously, divinity is expressing through this body. There is a mind. And that mind cannot be a straight line. Somewhere in SMS I read, if it is a straight line, it is equal to death. Because ECG also has a straight line. So it only goes in waves. If mind is there, it will go up and down. And in these few verses that we have seen, we see the bhav. It is going down. Then it will come up again. Then it will go down again. Extreme pain, extreme ecstasy. Extreme pain, extreme ecstasy. And that is the relationship of a lover with the beloved. And thinking like this, suddenly, first it was anger, little bit of sarcasm, thought was on the Lord, they started remembering the Lord, they sang the Lord, and when they started singing with bhav, They could not speak or sing anymore. Then what happened? They started crying like nobody's business. Right in front of Uddhava. They didn't care who is there, who is not there. They started crying. That is what the 10th verse, the 10th verse said. Gayanta priya karmani rudatyascha gata priya tasya sansmritya yani kaishora balyayoho. More important than getting the knowledge of who Lord is, what is this jiva, what is this world, what is this consciousness, what is this awareness. Cultivate this love for the Lord. He will reveal everything. It's not mechanical remembrance of the Lord. But when you are taking His name, you are screaming or you are just murmuring. But a thrill should go. The tears out of pangs of separation, they should flow. It must come to a point of a sweet, deep and sweet pain of that the longing, born out of the longing for the Lord. See, this is the state these gopis are in. See, the beauty of love is not about, in today's society, what is love? Giving a kiss is love, giving a hug is love, giving a present is expression of love. Even if you don't do all this, you will just say, my darling, हाथ को क्या कर रहा है darling? But you need to touch. When you touch, you feel that you are, you are expressing love. You give a squeeze to the child or to the friend. You give a hug. But where is our attention there? It is on the body. And where is Gopi's love? It is feeling. It is bhavatmak. The person is not there, but the love is abundantly present in their heart and mind. Abundantly. There is no lack of it. And it's filling them up. The moment they think of the Lord, it fills them up. See, when we were doing the Ras Leela, in the Ras Leela, the Lord was there in front of them. He played the flute. Remember that story? He played the flute. All the gopis left everything. They were disheveled, they were wearing proper clothes or not proper clothes. They just ran out because this is the day of our union with the Lord. And they ran there. And they are in the presence of the Lord, someone touching there, someone touching there, someone. At that moment, what was the thought that came to their mind? What was the thought? We are so lucky. We must have done very good punyas in our past life that the Lord has come. But the moment they thought that we are lucky, that we have done some good deeds in the past, that our destiny has brought us to this point, where did their attention go to? To their karma, to their actions, to their merits. And their attention was not on the Lord. What happened after that? The Lord disappeared. And in that story, what happens afterwards? Then the Radha meets him. They have not taken the name, but it must be Radha Maya. She met him. And she did the drama and Krishna carried him. And then even in that bestest of gopis, this bhava came. I am so lucky compared to the other ones. Patang! On the ground with a sore bum. With a sore bum. And then what happened? All of them they start singing the song. What was that song? Gopika Geet. Jayati te dikam and manavaja. See? And that singing and remembering the leelas, remembering their connection to him, it reached such a crescendo. They forgot body identification. They forgot who they are. They forgot who they are. Then what happened? The thinker, they are the thinker, and what are they thinking about? Krishna. The thinker and the thought becomes one. There is no separation left anymore. And that's when Krishna appears again. And the Raslila begins. Exactly the same thing has taken place here also. They started crying. And in this way, just like our gopis, when we convert our every experience, every contact, every event, every incident of our life, every communication in our life, not to remember the world, but to remember the divine, remember the Lord, then slowly, slowly the Gopi Bhav will express out of us. And the gopis, while they were crying, suddenly they remembered, they saw the Uddhavji Maharaj sitting there, and they looked at him. They said, "Thank you, because you have come. We thought about our Lord again, once again, and thank you for doing this kripa on us." And in this way, now the katha continues from the 12th verse. Now this is the Gopi Vacha, and this is the, what you call, the Bharama Geet. मेरे को वेट मधुपकितव बंधो अनो मधुपकितव बंधो मा स्पृशांघ्री. You know the tune, Hanuman?
Bit difficult one.
Difficult one, na? Prasadam yadusarasi vidambyam yasya dutas pavidruk skrudhara sudham swam mohinim payayitva sumanasaivadyat tatyajesman bhavadruk paricharati katham tatpada padmam tu padyam shloka jalpai kimiya gre गायसि त्वं यदूनाम् अधिपतिमग्रहाणाम् क्रतो न पुराणम् विजयसखसखीनां गीयतां तत्प्रसङ्गः क्षपितकुलस्ते कल्पयन्तीष्टमिष्टाः दिवि भुवि च रसायां का स्त्रियस्तङ्गुपापाः कपटरुचिरहास विजृम्भस्य या स्युः चरणरज उपास्ते यस्य भूतिर्वयं का अपि च कृपणमक्षेतमश्लोकशब्दः विसृज्य शिरसि पादं वेदं चाडुकारैः अनन्यविदुषस्ते भेत्यैर्मुकुन्दात् स्वकर्मैर्विशिष्टात् वद्यलोकाः व्यसृजदकृतचेताः किं नु सन्देयमस्मिन् मृगैरिव कपीन्द्रं विव्यधे लुब्धधर्मा श्रियमकृतं विरूपां सृजितकामयानां बलिमपि बलिमत्वा तदलमसितसख्यैः दुस्त्यजस्तत्कथार्थः यदनुचरितलीला कर्णपीयूषविप्रुद सकृदधनविधूत द्वन्द्वधर्मा विनष्टाः सपदि गृहकुटुम्बं दीनमृत्सृज्य दीना बहव इह विहङ्गा भिक्षुवर्याचरन्ति वयमृतमिव विजिह्वा व्याहृतं श्रद्धधात्नाः कुलिकरुतमिवाज्ञाः कृष्णवद्वो हरिण्यः ददृशुरसकृते तत् तन्नस्पर्शतीव्रः स्मररुज उपमन्त्रिन् भण्यतामन्यवार्ता प्रियसरागा प्रेयसा प्रेषित किं वरयमुनन्धे माननीयोऽसि मेऽङ्ग नयसि कथमिहास्मान् दोस्त्यगन्धपार्श्व सततमुरसि सौम्य श्रीर्वधूसाक्तमास्ते अपिबत मधुपर्या मार्यपुत्रो धुरास्ते स्मरति स पितृगेहा सौम्यबन्धुश्च गोपा क्वचिदपि न तथा न किङ्करीणां गृणीते भुजगुरुमुग्धं मूर्ध्याधास्यत् कदा नु. Okay. So here, the Gopi Uchu, again here it is been attributed to our Radha Maya, and Shukdevji is telling that at that time, one Gopi had this intense feeling of wanting to be one with the Lord, and she was remembering him very intensely with bhav. And at that time she saw that there was a bumblebee or bee buzzing around near their place, and she started thinking that as if that this bee this bee has become annoyed with her, and she thought this bee is the Krishna. Huh? Or, and that Krishna has become annoyed with her because of something that she did or didn't do, and because of that he has gone away. And in this way, to please her, to see her, to see that this bee, this Radhika or this particular Gopi, that she is sad, he has sent the Duta, the messenger, in order to please her so that she is having favorable disposition towards Krishna. In this manner, the Gopi started talking to the Bhavara, to this bee. And here the Mahatmas say, here it is written that where was it? In the 11th verse it was told, Kachit madhukaram drushtva dhyayanti Krishna sangamam. That Kachit is maybe. That maybe is that particular Gopi. Which Gopi are they? Because there is no name of Radhika in that, in a clear sense in Bhagavat, but everywhere Sridhar Swami and others, they have all thought, because they had the vision of the whole Ras Leela, and they have said that that Gopi whom is being mentioned here as a Gopi is the Radha Maya. And in this way, she started giving the reply through the medium of the bee to the messenger, that is Uddhav. So the first verse, the 12th verse talks about, I'm not going to read the whole complicated Sanskrit, but the essence of the verse is that the Gopi started saying, "O Madhupa," meaning that, "O friend, O bumblebee, O bee, my friend, you are a friend of Kapti. You are a friend of a crooked fellow. Who is the crooked fellow? Krishna. Who is the bumblebee? Uddhav." So she is telling him, you are a friend of that crooked fellow. And because you are his friend, you are also crooked. She is not looking at him, she is looking at the bee. And because he has heard the stories in Mathura, the stories of Radha Maya and all the gopis are well known. So she says, you don't touch my feet, because Krishna, Uddhavji is seeing the bhav that this gopi has, and he is, when you see the Lord, what happens? Whether you like it or not, you fall at at the feet. So Uddhavji has been given this esteemed, maybe the root of the tree coming out, and he's sitting there and all the gopis are around him, and he goes and he went to touch the feet. He's saying, he wanted to touch, because what did I tell you before? This Radhikaji or this Gopi, this special Gopi, she knows the thoughts of Uddhav, and she's addressing them. He says, you are crooked and don't try to touch my feet, because I am seeing that what clothes that you are wearing and the malas that you are wearing, there is lot of kumkum and chandan on the malas. And this mala has hugged many, Sautan ko kya bolte hain?
Second wife.
Like a second wife, second beloved. So our Sautans from Mathura, because whose mala was that? Krishna's. So where has the kumkum come from? He must have hugged the girls there. So we can see that this mala has touched the bosoms of our Sautan in Mathura, So you don't, you kapti fellow, you don't come and touch my feet. Huh? And in this way, and the mala is all crumbled, um, and all the kumkum is there, and I can even see, not the kumkum is not only on the garland, but it is on your mustaches also. So like that. It's on your mustaches also. You are also like your master only. You are like your Swami, and therefore you also really you don't love anyone. You all also love someone and break their heart and go away, just like Krishna has done. And you have also come here, and you will not come. You are not come here to stay with us and give us solace. No, you have also come here, and you will also go away one day. Maybe today only, who knows? And so she is knowing that. And then she says, so that kumkum of all these girls from Mathura, it is not worth considering. And you don't bring that kumkum from Mathura Nagari into Vrindavan. It is not the right place. And in this way, we see that these gopis, on one hand, she is angry with Krishna, and but that anger is towards whom? Towards Krishna. And when a child is angry with mummy, not you grown-ups, but the young child, baby child, not even her age, now she'll get it. But the small ones, 3, 4-year-old, if they are angry, do you mind that anger? Or you just take it in the, that how cute he's looking when he's angry. So you purposely trouble that fellow so that he shows that anger. Yesterday I went to someone's house, and that child, she's 2 years old, and she was afraid to come to me, and दाढ़ी वाड़ी है वो, थोड़ा icebreaker चाहिए था. So then the dosas came, and she was not eating from her father, and father said, Swamiji, the biggest job in our life is for how to feed her. I said, okay, let me try. And she ate 1.5 dosa with me. And I was running after her, making some drama and putting it into her mouth. Then I'll say, okay, now you go run around the table and sit there, and then the dosa will come to you, she will sit there. Then I'll make her run somewhere else, then she will come here. And this way, before she knew, one dosa was gone. She said, Swamiji, please come and stay with us. they say, she takes so much time to eat. 15-20 minutes, she's finished the dosa. ऐसे ही होता है. फिर बाद में she was giving me attitude, something. So I was teasing her, and she was looking beautiful in that anger. जो नखरा कर रही थी ना, और मजा आ रहा था. तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे भी कि the gopis, they are out of love for the Lord. They are experiencing this pain, and in that pain of separation, the pain of, see, this pain of separation is also a unique thing. It's a beautiful thing. Our pain of separation is that the Lord is separate, and we want Lords from somewhere. Gopis' pain is different. Gopis know what? That Lord is all pervading. They have experienced it, and yet they are experiencing the pain. This is the difference. We know intellectually God is everywhere, and we are seeking union. They know that the Lord is not other than them, than the one in their heart. They don't see any difference between, because when the words come out, we have seen it before, that they know they got the highest knowledge. Yet the pain is. So, Atmatvena, they are established in the truth, the gopis, but at the level of mind, what happens to the mind? Sometimes It calls out to the Lord, sometimes it feels the separation. Sometimes it calls out, sometimes it feels the separation. If it comes down, it feels the separation in that, and they feel it so intensely that it becomes one with it. It's a phenomena. No moving water will ever flow in a straight line. It will be waves. And this is what our gopis, so if you understand from this point of view, Atmatvena, they know, there is no difference between Krishna and them, because Ras Leela, we saw that in the Ras Leela. But now what? After you realize, then what? You're still in the world, body is still going on, mind is still there. Then what happens to that mind? They have not done any tapasya, they have not done any havan home, they have not done any rituals, they have not done any puja, they have not done any control of senses, they have not done any pranayam, they have not done any yoga asanas, they have not done anything. Then what have they done? They have only loved Krishna, like she does. You do know? They have only loved Krishna. And all knowledge has come to them. All the rishis, the munis, the yogis, their husbands, they are still waiting. They have achieved the union. They have achieved the union. Why? That union is not karma pradhan. That union has come about due to not jnana pradhan. Because of bhava, bhavatmaka, bhav pradhan. It is bhav pradhan. It is not karma pradhan, it is not gyan pradhan. It is bhava pradhan. See, our Narad Muniji was there, you all know that. One day he was going with a sorrow face, Suddenly on the way, his elder brothers came, Sanat Kumars. He said, "Hey Narad, hi mate." Why the long face? Why the long face? He said, I don't know, I am not feeling, I have mastered the 64 vidyas, 64 knowledges, yet I am not feeling content. Yet I am not feeling content. Then they say, yes, we know your medicine. You have not fallen in love. Asha, with love. With whom? Then Narayan begins. Then he does the Upasana on Narayan and remembers the Lord. Leaves all those 64 vidyas on the side. They are not going anywhere. They will be there with him. But now, and as a result, what happened to him? He has direct entry into Vaikuntha. Any time, Lord doesn't stop him. And what does he do when he is not in Vaikuntha?
Brahman.
What is the main purpose of his?
He meets the devotees of the Lord.
He is spreading the glory of Narayana everywhere. He is spreading the glory of Narayana everywhere. That is what he is doing. Yes, he is doing Brahman, but for what purpose? For spreading the glory. He meets the devotees for what? So that bring them to Narayana. Show to those people, and we have seen so many stories. He goes, those who are non-believers, he makes them into believers. Isn't it? Or he brings them, some way or the other, he brings them to the Lord. That is the greatness. And in this today's world, they say, this is the easiest way. This is the sure shot. Don't pursue knowledge, don't pursue yoga, don't pursue Kundalini and Kriya Yoga and all the different types of things. Then what do you pursue? Bhav. Feel for the Lord. Feel His presence. Feel Him in your heart. Feel the separation of the Lord. That, oh Lord, the knowledge says that you are there in my heart, but then why am I not experiencing you directly? Why is this separation there? And in this way, these gopis, they are so in this gopi, this particular Radhika or Radha Maya, the anger got invoked in her heart, that, and just taking her as an example, our problem is also that we have kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara, etc. And they don't leave us. We do so much pujas, we remember everything. At a drop of a hat, if we say, what are the shad vikars? We will say, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, matsara. अरे but life में कौन करेगा उसको implement? यहाँ सब कुछ है. What are the three, what you call, gunas? Sattva, rajas, tamas. So who will come to sattva and go beyond? यहाँ सब कुछ है. And our problem is that when they come and we don't know. They come and attack us, isn't it? So here we see that if you go to a yogi, for example, they say that if you want to control your anger, what do? Do asanas, purify the body, and then you can do pranayama. You go to a jnani, he will say, do samadhi, no, do what? Study Vedanta. He'll tell you, you are the Atma. भक्त को बोलो वो भजन कीर्तन में लगा देगा, उपासना में लगा देगा. What is the sadhana there? They will give you mala. Okay, start. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. And what is the rule? Do 36 malas every day, okay? And we get caught up in all these things. And what is required? What does Gita tell you? Uddharet atmana atmanam. Raise yourself by yourself in yourself. So, invoke the Lord in your heart by thinking about Him, by contemplating upon Him, by feeling Him to be there in your heart. You cannot bring Him into your heart by reading a book. You have to get into, you have read enough. You know He is in your heart. Then why do you keep going away from your heart and looking for Him out there? This is our problem. So in this way, when we go to Jnanis, they say, Vivek, Vairagya, Shatka Sampatti, Mumukshutvam, you are not having, moksha will go, if you have intense desire for the Lord, moksha will go away. Do practice Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan, and anger will go away. You go to a devotee, he will say, take the name of the Lord. And we say, you are a devotee, we are a devotee, we are a devotee. But you ask gopis, are they devotees? Are they devotees? No, they are not devotees. They have a direct experience of the Lord. They have direct experience of the Lord. They are ever in communion with Him. You know what communion means? When you go to a church, they give you the body of Christ into your mouth. So you become one with it. Yoga is union. This is communion. Gopis at any given moment, they are ever one with Krishna. That is their sthiti. Mind may be or may be not, but they are completely in one with it. And in this way, they convert, the gopis, they convert every bhav. Here the bhav that is expressed is krodha, but they convert every bhav into remembering the Lord. For example, if there is krodha, if there is desire in the mind, let that desire, instead of being for the world, for a person in the world, let that desire be for the Lord. If there is anger in the mind, let there be anger towards the Lord. Why you have not come now? Why I have not become one with you, or why you have not graced me yet? Let that be the anger. If there is greed, let there be a greed, not about what other people have and I don't have, so I want that. No, let the greed be about the name of the Lord. How much more I can chant the name of the Lord. Let there be greed for that. That I have not done enough yet in my life. And in this way, we go beyond yoga, we would go beyond these gopis, they go beyond jnana, they go beyond devotion, and they are one with the Lord. When they are so intensely thinking of the divine and they lose their individuality, so to speak, that is the true samarpan. That experience, which you cannot explain what that experience is. But a lot of us, every now and then, we have also had it. Gopis are also having it. That unexplicable experience is the sthiti of samarpan, is the state of surrender, is the state of union with the divine. You cannot talk about it. Because if you are talking about it, then you want to convince someone that you were there. Again you are caught up in the world. In the 13th verse, the Lord Gopis say, Radha, she says, "O Brahmar, O bee, the way you are of black color, same way this fellow is also black color. And Uddhav is also dark color. Just like Krishna is of the dark hue, Uddhav is also of the dark hue." So he says, that just like you are dark, he is also dark. And just like you go to the flowers and you suck the nectar and then fly away once there is nothing to suck, this fellow also has sucked away our soul and he has left us at the mercy. He has left us. And in this way, our beloved Krishna, Lalla, Kanha, he has also turned out to be like you only. And here she gives the example that Sukruda Adhara Sudham Swam Mohinim Payayitva. So he says, only once, this naughty fellow, this crooked fellow, Kapti, he gave us to suck the nectar of his lips. And after he has nectar, never come. Ras Leela mein. You see? Because who got this chance? Radhika was his beloved. Baki gopiyon ko nahi mila, par who is singing this? Radhika is singing. She says, he gave us only once. And after that he has vanished from us. And in this way she is complaining that this fellow is crooked. And then he went away. And we don't know that, we don't know. Now see where the attention is going. She says, and I don't know, or we don't know, how come Lakshmi is still pressing his feet and still dedicated to him. How this Lakshmi is serving him. certainly he must have spoken some sweet, sweet words to her, and she would have found herself helpless, just like we are. Because we are also not able to forget him, she is also not able to. So one moment it is, we don't know how, Lakshmi is, they are showing pity, but suddenly very next moment, I think the state of hers and ours is similar. Continuing, O B, this fellow, he is a stealer of hearts, and he is like this only. OBs, and we are living in the forests. We are like a Vanvasi, They're very simple people living on land with the animals, fill up water from the rivers, cut the dry twigs from the trees and bring it for the cooking. We are forest dwellers, and to please us, this Krishna, the Yadupati, he why you have this? She's speaking to Brahmara. She's saying, "Oh B, why are you singing the glory of that Krishna to us, who are Vanvasis, or who are dwellers of the forest?" And he is not new to us. We know him how he is, and we know him very well. You may not know him, but we know him very well. And how do we know him? We know him not very well. We know him very, very, very well. And we are not going to come into your sweet, sweet talk, because what Uddhavji Maharaj wants, why has he come? He has come to give the message of Krishna, and she knows that he wants to give the message of Krishna. So she is saying, we are not going to come in the trap of your words, whatever you are going to say, and therefore you go away from here. And where do you go away? You go away to him who is ever victorious. Who is ever victorious? Krishna. So you go away from here, you go away to him who is ever victorious, and to those beautiful girls who are nicely dressed and do all the kumkum and lipstick and nail polish and chandan and attar and everything, you go back to them. We are forest dwellers. Don't come with your language. Even today, if you go to Vrindavan, when I lived there for 3 months, पहले तो समझ नहीं आता था यार. First 1.5 week, 2 weeks, everyone is, कोई प्यार से बात नहीं करता, कोई झगड़े में लग जाते सीधे, राधे राधे, सब कुछ झगड़ा करके राधे राधे निकल जाएंगे. And literally, or you go to Vrindavan and Gokul, the way they behave, the way they speak to each other, it's as if a continuous, but the bhav behind in most of the people there is that Krishna is there. जो भक्त लोग हैं, तुम उनमें देखो, मजा आ जाएगा देख के. They feel, I'm not saying every tourist person, but those who live there, they feel that they are lucky to be living on this land of Raja. I told you last week or the week before that even if the dust comes into their house, they feel blessed. Why? That dust is from Vrindavan, Vraj Bhumi, and what is this Vraj Bhumi? Where Krishna walked. So maybe one particle of the dust that has come in must have touched the feet of Krishna. That bhav is there. So in this way, we are not going to come into here, you go back to the victorious Krishna and to the beautiful girls in Mathura, unki, and why you go back to the Mathura to those girls? Because those girls, they don't know Krishna like we do. You go and tell the stories of Krishna to the girls of Mathura. You give santvana, you give solace to those girls with regard to Krishna. We know very well who Krishna is. We don't need any solace, we don't need any message also. It's very simple sentence, but you see the hidden impact of that we don't need the solace and message from Krishna because we know him very well. They know him atmatvena. Whereas the Mathura ladies, they don't know him. They have just started knowing him last few weeks. And therefore, here Shukdevji Maharaj says that Uddhavji, he went into wonderment that, oh my God, कि भगवान ने तो मेरे को किसी और काम के लिए भेजा था और मैं यहाँ, I am experiencing something else out here. And nobody can speak like this about Lord. I dare not speak like this about the Lord. I can't imagine speaking like this about the Lord. Anyone in Mathura whom I have come across, his parents, anyone in Mathura, Devaki, Vasudev, all the others, nobody has ever spoken about Krishna in this manner. Because there he is he who has killed so many Rakshasas. He is he who has killed the Kamsama. He is he who has freed his parents and freed Ugrasen. He is he who has given up the throne and established Ugrasen. And he says, I will be there to protect the land, the Vrajvasis, to the Mathuravasis. So they know him in that way. But Gopi's experience is totally different. Oh, he is absolutely mesmerized as to the behavior of the Gopis. And in his mind, he must have thought that the way that the way they are speaking, that Krishna is crooked, I must tell them that he is not crooked. He is a nice fellow. He still remembers you. He feels for you. He wants to come to you one day. He is thinking like this. But Radhaji immediately catches and she continues. And she says that Radhaji says in the 15th verse that speaking to the bee, and oh bee, why do you speak like this? That Krishna is eagerly wanting to come and meet us, wanting to come to be with us, कि वो छटपटा रहे हैं वहाँ पे, तुम ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो? Because Krishna has told that I am missing the gopis, and Uddhav wants to express that, but Radhaji has thought, she is reading his thoughts, she knows. And she is saying, why are you saying like that? That he is chatpataing there? Why? Because of his sly smile and because of his क्या बोलते हैं eyebrows, इसको क्या बोलते हैं यार, eyebrows को ऊपर करना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? मूवमेंट ऑफ eyebrows. उस नजर से which girl, which woman, which Vanita, which Gopi will not go running to him? Lakshmi also is serving his feet all the time. Fir, what about us? We will also go to him. Fir, what about us then? If he calls us, we will go to him. There is no doubt about it. But उनका नाम है, here the word used is उत्तम श्लोका, ह्यापि बत हतचेता उत्तम श्लोक जल्पैहि. तो उत्तम श्लोक, who is this उत्तम श्लोक? That is Krishna. And as a Uttama Shlok, another name of his, what is his purpose? To help those people who are deen and who are downtrodden. He says, we are not downtrodden. Go to Mathura. Go to the ladies in Mathura. They don't know who he is. We know who he is. We are not in lack of anything. Why? Our hearts and minds are filled with the love of Krishna, with Krishna. Not even love of Krishna, with Krishna. And therefore, you don't give these lectures to us. Don't come and give here the lectures that he loves us and all this. Because we know that, and in fact, if you are wasting your time here with us, that much time you will be spoiling the name of the Lord. Why? His name is Uttama Shloka. So you should be serving the devotees, you should be serving those yogis, you should be serving those rishis, you should be serving those ladies, all those people who are contemplating, meditating, remembering, doing upasana on the Lord. Go and tell them that Krishna will come to you. Don't tell us that he is going to come to us, because he is already with us. Because we know him who he is. इतनी सी बात में उन्होंने सब कुछ बता दिया. That they don't need Krishna to be bodily present in front of them in order to express their love to him. See? They don't need. So, we need temples, we need statues, we need photographs. We dress up our children as Krishna, we name our children as Krishna. We bring color books and color Krishna so that the samskar of Krishna goes on the child, isn't it? You must have done it when you were young. All this, but what have gopis done? They don't want anything. They don't want an indirect way to communicate with Krishna. All these are indirect ways. Right now, also it is an indirect way. But it will only depend upon your bhava. As you are listening, it becomes direct or not. Meditation is an indirect way. But what is the intention? Where is your attention? That will determine. If the attention is on Krishna, then the one who is attentive of the divine theme and the divine theme, they will eventually merge. There is no separation there. But it must come to... See, you can't sleep 24 hours a day, can you? Don't challenge us. So, you know you want to why you go to sleep? To rejuvenate. Every night you go to sleep, you will come out of it, isn't it? Similarly is the state of the mind also. Sometimes it merges in the divine, sometimes it separates from the divine. Again it will merge into the divine, again it comes out. And this is happening thousands of times during the day. Thousands of times during the day. We are talking about mind now. I am not talking about the astitva. When this mind, just like it becomes zero and merges into the sleep, similarly when this mind thinks of the divine with the same intensity that you have for the sleep, it will merge into the divine without going to sleep. But will it remain there all the time? Will it remain there all the time? Mind, I am saying. That find out. I don't want to say yes or no. For some people it will be no, it will not stay. And yet there are Mahatmas who are ever being that, but the mind is expressing whatever it has to express. So in this way, these gopis have reached the ultimate state, and they are in this Radhika. She's taunting our Uddhavji Maharaj through the bee that uh, there are many people who are singing the glory of yours, and you go and help those who are in need, and the people, what do you call? People are calling you Uttama Shloka, and that name will come to have no meaning if you don't live up to that name, and therefore go away from here. Go to Mathura. Don't stay here anymore. Uddhavji thought that this type of love, this type of angry love I have never experienced in my life. Angry love. You know, hugging and kissing is one way, but when we shake the child, I love you, baap re, uske gale spondylitis ho jayega. Sometimes we go to someone, they hug so much, you can't breathe. Someone comes, अरे स्वामी जी धाड़ करके एक हाथ मारते पीछे. अबे यार, इतना प्यार हाथ में. See, that is intense. That is terrible. In Maharashtra, in Pune, everything is Bhayankar. So, Bhayankar Prem. This is Bhayankar Prem. So that Bhayankar hug, that Bhayankar pat, that you pour, you shake up. Huh? Pahalwan salute. So this is not at the physical level, this is at the mental, emotional level. So Uddhavji Maharaj is surprised at this type of expression. He has never come across anything like this. He never thought that anyone could behave like this and feel like this towards his beloved Krishna. He himself loved Lord Krishna very much, but even though he knew that Krishna is the Satchidananda Swarup, Akhilanda Koti, Brahmanda Nayaka, all that, that he is the all-pervading principle, but he has never seen, because see, he knows about Krishna parokshatvena. Parokshatvena means indirectly. The gopis are talking about Krishna aparokshatvena, as if he is there, he is with them, he has never left them. This he has never experienced, and that is giving him thrills while he is sitting with them. And with that feeling, he couldn't, when this type of feeling comes, immediately he fell at the feet of the gopi who was sitting in front of him and talking to him. And immediately that gopi sussed out the thought in his mind, and she says, "Oh, wonderful, see, you don't put your head on my feet because out of humility. That Krishna, he is also like that, you only, or you are like Krishna only. Every time he does something, very sweetly, he will say sorry, but he will keep stealing the butter. He will say sorry, but keep stealing the clothes. He will say sorry and do all the mischief that he wants to do. You are his messenger. You are also like that. Don't try to show me extra emotions and Gad Bhav. We don't fall for all this." So in this way she is speaking to him in the 16th verse. And यहाँ तेरी दाल नहीं गलेगी. And see, we have left our children, we have left our husbands, we have left our house, we have left everything, all our relatives, But he did not even think twice. One call from Mathura, and without even saying bye, he left us. Again complaining. Without even looking back towards us, he went away from here. Just one call was required. And here we are, in his love, we have left everything. And he has left us. He is that type. But it's okay. He has got other jobs to do. Even though he is away from us, he is still with us. This is their knowledge. This is their experience. And how did he do that? Here he says, see, while this feeling is there, this feeling of separation, Radhaji is saying, ki, Uddhav, friend, when this Kanha, he came in the form of Ram, he, without any instigation, he, from behind, he killed Bali. Without any instigation, he killed Bali. That beautiful Shurpnakha came, wanted him, but Sita was standing there, and because of that Sita, he cut the nose and the ears. Because of all the Mathura girls, he has left us. See? And in this way, and in the Vaman avatar, Bali did his puja, but what did he do? What did he do? He pushed Bali, who did his puja, into the Patal Lok. We left everything, children, home, relatives, and what did he do? He left us. He is like that only. She says, Radha says, we don't like any dark thing. I don't like you, O B, because you are black. Why? Because he is black. And that through the B she is telling Uddhav. Uddhav is also dark. We don't like anything that is dark. In this way, I am coming to the in the 18th verse, they say, O B, you must be thinking that you have to give something. If you don't have to give anything to the Krishna, then why do you think about him? If this thought is going in your head, O B, then listen to this. So, the truth is this, that once you have tasted sweet, then you want to keep tasting sweet. Once you have tasted many chocolates, but once you have tasted the Lind chocolate, then you want to keep sucking it. You want to elongate the experience as long as possible. So our state is like that. We have tasted the love of the Lord, now we are addicted to it. What can we do? We can't give him anything. That's why we keep remembering him. That's why we keep singing about his glories. That's why we keep singing his leelas. Because चस्का लग गया. जब चस्का लग गया तो उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And in this way, and therefore we can't forget him under any sets of circumstances, likes, dislikes, sukha, dukha, and all the dualities. Everything is left behind, and these gopis' mind is only on the on the Lord, on the Krishna. And we don't keep anything with us. We don't collect anything. The birds, just the way the birds, they keep collecting different things. The people keep begging and collecting different things. We don't collect anything because we are full. We are paripurna. We are content forever, and yet we complain. That I'm saying, it's not written here. And that those people who get this click in their life of Krishna Bhakti, of this love of Krishna, this chaska, then whether the relatives are there or not, whether the house is there or not, whether the children are there or not, whether money is there or not, whether the country is there or not, whether the disease is there or not, whether the health is there or not, whether this body is there or not, it does not matter. That person will, under all sets of circumstances, will continue to remember or be with the divine theme. That is our state. What can we do now? We are helpless. This is the helplessness. Our helplessness is, when will I get to the Lord? Gopi's helplessness is, we are helpless. We cannot think of Lord other than anything else. The only thought our mind can think of is Him only. No other thought of the world comes into our mind. What can we do? And our helplessness is that we want to think of the Lord, but the thoughts of the world keep coming in the mind. See the difference? Which is the better helplessness? Gopi's helplessness. And in this way, in the 19th verse, Radhaji continues to say, "Oh my friend B, just like the female deers are attracted to a male one during the mating season, and at that time, not like that, sorry, just like the deers get attracted to the flute, and because of that attraction to the flute, they listen. What happens to them? They become stabdha, they become still. And when they become still, the hunter comes and kills them or captures them and takes them away. This is our state. What can we do? The moment Krishna thought comes, that bansuri, the flute of the Lord, it's continuously playing music through us. What can we do? We are helpless. That same Krishna, that Kapti Krishna's thinking about him, we become dukhi, we become sad, and we can't think of any other theme other than him and him alone. And thinking like this, once they have outpoured all their pain, all their the mind that was feeling the separation, that little bit must have been there, the anger which they were experiencing, once it has poured out, automatically shanti aa jati hai. People call you, this, they download everything. After download, now some people come to satsang. One person comes, he says, Swamiji, I need 2 satsangs a week. Why? Then one satsang, the effect lasts for 3 days. Then after 3 days, again I need a satsang to last it for 3 days. See? So here, so there he is uploading. But what is he? He is uploading the contemplation on the divine, and in that uploading in the contemplation of the divine, he is downloading or forgetting all the miseries of his daily living. Similarly, the gopis are saying here, thinking that we have downloaded everything, jitna bolna tha, jitna bhav batane the, everything has gone, and once all that bhadas ko kya bolte hain?
Outpouring.
That
Outpouring.
Anxiety.
not anxiety, it's not anxiety, huh?
Purging.
Purging. The purging of the feelings has taken place. The mind is empty. Suddenly the feelings in the mind of the gopis change. Now it becomes positive from here onwards. And they said that the messenger of our darling has come, and we are not doing the right thing, We are censuring our Krishna that he does this, he does that, he does this, and we are telling him go away from here. We are telling him don't touch, don't do this, don't do that. We are telling him don't give the message of Krishna. This is not the way to treat a messenger. I think we have done something wrong. And suddenly Radha changes her tune. And what happens in the verse 20? He says, our dear, our darling, he is our friend. Who? Krishna is our friend. In the 20th verse. The Krishna is our friend, and just like because she is talking to the bee, she is telling the bee, again you have returned. So she is telling Uddhav that you have returned again, and that our darling has sent you again to with the message that he is going to come and meet us. Oh dear bee, you are the most respectable one. Whatever you want, you ask us, we will give it to you. Wherever you want to take us, we will go without any hesitation. But what will you do by taking us with you? What will you do by taking us with you? Oh dear bee, on the chest of the Lord, there the Lakshmi is Virajman. Lakshmi is saying there is no place for us. So you don't take us. Who will take care of us if you take us? He is already busy. Lakshmi is already on top of his heart. So where will we go if we come with you? So it's, through the language, they are telling him, Uddhav that we are in love with him, but he does not have any place, or in the society he cannot accept us. But we have accepted him. That is what matters. Because why he cannot accept? He already has Lakshmi on his heart. She is ruling his heart. So if she is ruling his heart, where will he keep us? Leave us alone here. And in the 21st verse, oh friend, now you tell us that has our Krishna, has he come back from the Gurukul? All is well in Mathura or not? Does he remember us often or not? And sometimes does he walk like us or not? And oh dear bee, tell us this also, that when will he come and with those fragrant hands touch our head and give us Ashirwad and give us Alingan? And in this way, when will that moment of union come again in our life? And in this way, Sri Shukdevji says here in the 22nd verse, Athodhavo nishamyaivam Krishna darshana lalasaha santvayan priya sandeshaihi gopi ridama bhashata. And listening to this explosion of love from the hearts of the gopis. Uddhava Maharaj, he spoke to the gopis in this manner. What did he say? That is the Uddhava Vacha, which we'll see in our next class. And that is his, now he is a Jnani. Now he is getting converted into a devotee. That bhav is going to be told in our, from the verse 23 onwards. That we'll see in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. गोपी वल्लभ कृष्ण की राधा लोला की
पूजा तू ही गोविंद,
तू ही मेरी पूजा तू ही गोविंद
मेरा पार ब्रह्म,
तू ही मेरा पार ब्रह्म बोलो सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, बोलो गुरु गोविंद की जय।
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। 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 हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवर्धारी। वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवर्धारी। वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवर्धारी। वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवर्धारी। नित नित कर्मा कंतोरी गोपी मनहारी। नित नित कर्मा कंतोरी गोपी मनहारी। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल के प्यारे। 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 आओ रे तारा रे गोकुल के प्यारे। आओ रे तारा रे गोकुल के प्यारे। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे। 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 हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद 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 हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि नारायण गम्भीर मारुति